coming into the prime of his career. Robert G., a rookie. Will Davis Jr., he's looking for his second Elite Series win in as many years. New York's going to be a great place to settle all of our races, solidifying classic berths this week and next week, knocking out Rookie of the Year, which is now on its head, that battle is, and Angler of the Year is going to be tighter than we've ever seen it before, with as many anglers in the running. Ronnie Moore here with Such and Mike Sukon. Champlain lived up to your thoughts. It looks like it's the return of old, largemouth and smallmouth.
Yes, we got that mix. We got everybody yesterday. All 50 had limits. They averaged about the same, about 3 pounds, 10 ounces every fish. Had 4 20-pound bags, and we got a lot of races going on for this title. For the AOY is tightened up, and Rookie of the Year, like you said, JT Tompkins has overtaken his roommate, Trey McKinney, by 1 point. They're going to have to bail it out at St. Lawrence, as well as AOY up there with Hamner, Chris Johnson, Jacob Fouts. Then 17 points right now. Could tighten up a little bit today.
Could indeed. Yeah, Chris Johnston, like you said, he's within 14 of the AOY lead. He has a lot of room to fall, though, today, starting the day in third, while Fouts in sixth. He could, in theory, move up some. Chris moved down some, and he could be second, like you said. So we have a horse race for Angler of the Year. Got to keep an eye on some of these other anglers. Corey Johnston's putting his nose in that battle as well. He's a little bit farther back in our top 10 for points race, but
both
that's
those
something
two
we'll
started
keep an eye on.
39 points back of Hamner, who finished 28th. Johnson at third right now. He's gained 25 points. Fouts has gained 22. He's 17 back. You know, we could have 3 guys easily within 20 points going into the final event.
Absolutely.
And Chris Johnson, Hamner said he's the guy who scares me going back to St. Lawrence, where you can almost pencil him in as a top 10.
Do not want to take your top 10s for granted, and these anglers, they're going to be fishing hard today. They're going to try to win this event and drive a few hours up to the St. Lawrence River. So we go out to Chris Johnston, the man in second in Progressive Angler of the Year, the nearest pursuer for Justin Hamner, and third coming into this event. He's caught 15 smallmouth this week, no largemouth, weighed in, and look at what he is doing starting his championship day.
We have not seen him there. He's been out in the abyss.
Is he broke down? Have we gotten reports? Did he break down on this patch of reeds, or did he choose to fish here? This could be a game changer. Looks very, very calm out there weather-wise, and it was very rough for them yesterday. And it looks like if you are out there, this was earlier today, it looks like they've only been fishing for 45 minutes, so if he's already had the opportunity to go out and catch plenty of fish this morning.
Decent one, too. I was reeling it up on that one, and he ate it. Didn't even see him.
He's got 2 keepers so far. This being one of them right here. And caught both of those back to back. And then it looks like maybe he's either on the way to another spot, Such, and decided to stop in on largemouth, or maybe this is his game plan. Hey, these fish are here. I know where they're at. Catch a few and then go catch a largemouth, maybe catch a 5-pounder like these anglers have been doing this week. Through his first 3 days of competition, pretty steady, 20 pounds even day one, 21.14 on day 2, and 19.8 yesterday.
All right, number 1.
A little harder on him yesterday.
Should be a solid 3. Not how I'm supposed to catch him. I was reeling it in. I didn't even see this fish, and he grabbed it. I'm not gonna complain.
Keeper number 1 for Chris. We mentioned he had back-to-back keepers after this one.
Took the lead with that fish, Ronnie. He only started 2.8 back of Ed Lochran. That was a 3-pounder.
And there's one sitting under my troll motor. See if we can get him too.
Ed Lochran was saying yesterday that he needed the sun today, and it's a partly cloudy day there.
Chris Johnston catches one. His buddy follows him to the trolling motor. He lands that keeper and then catches his buddy. 2 keepers for Chris Johnston early, both smallmouth. We did just see him fishing for largemouth. That'll be the switch-ups. Such, looking at it, our top two anglers, Ed Lochran and Matt Robertson, coming into today, have weighed 12 and 11 largemouth respectively out of their 15. Majority of their fish coming on largemouth. And other than 2006, 2007, even if Ed catches all smallmouth today, this is the most largemouth weighed in for a winner, possibly at Champlain. Brian Schmidt did it with 11 a few years ago.
And they've been big fish this week. Lochran had a 5.12 yesterday and a 5.7 the day before, tying for big bass.
You think about Hackney and Summerall both had 5.7s. Matt Herron had a 5.15. We saw two 6+ pounders from Kyle Patrick and Seth Fighter. Fighter also had another 5-pounder on day one. So largemouth have been a game changer. It's kind of a return to normalcy. Return to what we used to see.
You think we're going to need a Crush City Monster bag today, matching Fighter's 23.11 to win it? Or it may not take that much?
I don't know. That'll be, I mean, Ed Lochran having a 2-2 lead is one of the biggest leads we've had going into a final day here. And this is out with Chris Zaldain. He said he did not retie any smallmouth rods. He has all his largemouth gear, and he does not plan to use his smallmouth stuff. So we will see today how many largemouth he weighs in or if he'll have to adjust. But with a bait caster right now, we'll see if he does catch a largemouth to start the day.
Oh, dude, a whole school followed him. That's what we need. That's what we need. Whole school followed him. That's what we need. Two-pounder.
Chris Zaldain focusing on largemouth today. He's caught 2 largemouth, weighed those in each of the last 3 days. Such 6 largemouth, 9 smallmouth for him. He really leaned on a community hole earlier in the tournament heavy, but it seemingly slowed down for him each day of competition. A little bit of weather change as well, wind direction, current flow through that gut.
Not huge, but the other day I caught one like that, and there were several 4s and 5s with it, so just keep going through them. Nothing to lose today.
Nothing to lose, and like you said, Zaldain's back. Missed the Classic last year, and now he's having a great season.
15th in AOY. He's made 6 of the 8 cuts, and you know he hadn't been in our top 10, but solid finishes in the 20s, 30s. A couple right outside the cut, 51st and 52nd. Great year though, 15th in AOY.
Day 3 leader Ed Lochran, I would assume he's still running down to his area. He's fishing more south than anyone else in our top 10. A lot of water to himself, and it seemed protected yesterday. A little bit dirtier. The water did change color a little bit. We'll see what it looks like today after all those storms earlier in the week. 5 fish away from a blue trophy. Guys like Corey and Chris, they want their 2nd Elite Series wins. Chris Zaldain, he's won an AOY event with 50 anglers. He wants a full field Elite Series title worth $100,000. Ed Lochran, Robert G, Jacob Fouts, Matt Robertson, Greg DePalma, all those anglers trying to get their first Elite. Could Patrick Walters do what he always does and seemingly win each year on the Bassmaster Elite Series? Looking for his 2nd win this season. And Will Davis Jr., the Lay Lake champion for last year, trying to win on smallmouth this week. Coverage today, all day on Bassmaster.com. We will see you there for the Tackle Warehouse Bassmaster Elite. Bassmaster.com from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We will see you there. Tommy Sanders, Davey Height, the whole gang will join us.
That's a big. Yeah.